Gentlemen, what is going on? Hope you're all doing well and amazing today. It is your favorite coach, Danny C, coming at you live. Happy Monday. Happy best day of the week. I love Mondays, honestly. It starts with momentum and you just need to build up that motivation. And this day sets the tone for the week. All right, if you have a bad Monday, then chances are the rest of your week may be pretty bad just because you had that bad Monday. But if you have a good Monday, and you start today and you take action and you tune in and you get value and you implement from this podcast, then the rest of your week is going to be very beneficial. All right. But it starts with Mondays. I personally enjoy Mondays. I like it. All right. Waking up early, getting after it, and really getting fit and inspiring all of you. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. Really excited for this, gentleman, because we're going to be talking about some serious chronic illnesses. All right, we're going to be talking about heart disease because I want to talk about this. There's a lot of gentlemen out there that are watching that are procrastinating, that are sedentary, that are on the brink of diabetes. Maybe you already have hypertension. Maybe you already have cholesterol problems. All right, we need to change that immediately. So, I'm going to be talking about 2 key habits to help you out. Very excited for it. It's going to be good. All right. And tune in. All right. Hashtag I'm here if you're watching right now. Hashtag replay if you're watching a little bit later. And don't tune out, especially if you know you need this. All right. A lot of guys may be watching this right now. You know you need this, but you're going to tune in or you're going to tune out because you don't want to hear it. Because you don't want to hear, even though you know you need this, all right, you may tune out. Don't be that guy. All right, tune in, get the value, take action because this is for you. This is going to increase the quality of your life. This is going to help you out. So let's get into it. I'm excited, gentlemen. Let's do this. All right. I'm going to start the countdown for the podcast and let's get right into it, baby. Let's do it. All right, let me start here. 3, 2, 1. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Men's Fat Loss Made Easy podcast, where I'm here to give you the best tips and tricks that you can use on your fat loss journey. Today, we will be talking about stay away from heart disease with these 2 key habits. All right, gentlemen, like we need to talk about this today because a lot of you are struggling. A lot of you are going into 2023, you're just sedentary. You're struggling with high cholesterol. You're struggling with high blood pressure, and something needs to change. But the truth is, you're just stuck in your old ways. You're stuck in your old habits. You're not really active. You're inconsistent when you try to be active. You're not eating properly. Your diet is very inconsistent. And right now, you maybe don't feel good about your appearance. There's a lot of you gentlemen, you can't even take off your shirt in public and feel good. And that's a problem. And I have a question for you. Like, how long do you want to keep living your life like this? We're going into 2023. Do you want to live all 2023 living like this? Because that scares me as a coach. It does. And I went through all the, weight gain and not feeling good about myself and not feeling confident. I went through all of that. And I don't want all of you to have a full 365 days in 2023 feeling uncomfortable in your body, not feeling confident in your skin, and you just not taking action and having more doctor's visits. Like, I don't want that to happen. And if you do nothing about it right now, then what's going to happen in the new year? You're going to have to be paying for more prescriptions, medications. Your insurance rate is going to go through the roof. Doctor's visits. I don't want that to happen to you. All right. So today, gentlemen, we're going to talk about 2 key habits that will keep you away from heart disease for good. And these key habits are staples in our DC Fit weight loss programs, and they help our clients lose weight, feel confident, and most of all, minimize future health risks. And if you take action on these habits that I'm going to talk about, you will feel happier. You will have more energy, and you won't have to worry about passing away at an early age. Because that's the truth for a lot of you. A lot of you are creeping over 200 pounds, 230, 250, and you're like, oh, you just try to hide it down. You just try to push it down, push down your feelings. You're like, oh, this is just the way my life is. But then what's going to happen when, your doctor's like, you might only have a year to live? Like, that's scary. So we need to take care of this right now. And it starts with taking action. It starts with taking action, even if you're not ready, especially if you're not ready. All right, so let's get into it. Gentlemen, the first key habit I encourage you to adopt to make sure you stay away from heart disease for good is using the 80-20 rule. Using the 80-20 rule. If you're a frequent podcast listener, you know what this rule consists of, especially if you're a client. If you're a client and you're listening, I love you. I appreciate you. You know exactly what this rule is. All right. What the 80, and you know this because this is a rule we go over right when you enroll because it's so important. All right. So if you're new to the 80-20 rule, or if you kind of know what it is, but you kind of don't, you kind of forgot, I'm going to go over it. All right. What the 80-20 rule consists of is focusing on 80% whole foods and 20% processed foods. 80% whole foods and 20% processed foods. What whole foods will consist of is your lean meats, your chicken, your pork, your steak, your turkey, salmon, while also having your vegetables, also having more fruits, also having more whole grains. Whole foods are just going to be your natural ingredients that will actually fuel your body. And like when I teach my clients, when we think about whole foods, it's really anything that's grown from the ground or from an animal. That's going to be as natural as it gets from the ocean, from the sea, from the animal, or grown from the ground. That's as natural as it gets. All right. But the other 20% is very important as well, gentlemen. The other 20% is actually allowing you to have processed ingredients. Things like alcohol, candy. I know the holidays are here, Christmas cookies, right? So I want you to purposely fit in those processed foods because it's going to give you some sanity, because it's important to enjoy yourself and not be restrictive as you're trying to lose weight and get healthier. So this rule gives you more flexibility, gentlemen. All right. And just to inspire you, I want to talk about one of my clients, Derek, really quick, because Derek came into our program and he was extremely hesitant. He was like, I don't know if I should do this. I haven't had a good experience with diets in the past or trainers in the past. And I totally understood. But he took the leap. He was really stuck. He committed in himself, and now, all right, he's 30 pounds down 6 months later into the program, and he's feeling amazing. And it's because he learned about a macronutrient based diet. And most important, he learned about the 80-20 rule. And now he's down 30 pounds in 6 months because he's not starving himself. He's enjoying himself, and he's not spending hours at the gym. He's not going 6, 7, even 5 days a week. He just has a few days where he's active, and he's mostly focusing on his diet changes, especially the 80-20 rule, which allows him to have his favorite foods while staying on track with losing weight and feeling fit. Does that make sense? All right. And if you really implement, gentlemen, you will get results just like Derek. And he posted on his public Facebook the other day, he lost 30 pounds. He posted his Trainerize graph. Trainerize is one of the systems we use to track our data for our clients. It's our DC Fit app. And it's just amazing. And I saw that win and I was like, listen, he's winning because he follows the 80-20 rule. He's not restrictive. He's not starving himself. And he's just consistent with the rule that I'm preaching to you right now. So if you're struggling, make sure you follow the 80-20 rule. 80% whole foods, 20% processed, especially going to the holidays and the new year. It's definitely going to help you. All right. That's it. That's the first key, gentlemen. All right. The next key habit I encourage you to adopt and focus on, gentlemen, to stay away from heart disease is managing your stress. This is so important. Managing your stress. The truth is, gentlemen, a lot of you, you're working long hours. You let the busyness of your life get to your head and you easily get stressed out. And then you know best, when you get stressed, you revert to food. You revert to TV. You revert to maybe smoking or drinking. All right. Well, you wouldn't have those bad habits if you learned how to manage your stress. All right. Now, in our DC Fit weight loss programs, there's many methods we teach to handle and manage stress. And one of the most powerful ones is the 5-5 rule. If you're a client, you're listening, you know exactly what this is. All right. What this rule consists of is, let's say that you have a particular situation that is stressing you out. Maybe it's about your work or your job, your health, whatever it is. I want you to think, if it doesn't matter in 5 years, excuse me, if it doesn't matter in 5 years, don't spend more than 5 minutes thinking about it. Really think about that 5-5 rule. If it doesn't matter, let's say you have a situation you're really stressed about, someone cuts you off in traffic, you get a flat tire, whatever, right? If it doesn't matter in 5 years, don't spend more than 5 minutes thinking about it. All right. You gentlemen, you get caught up in the small things that really don't matter in the long run. And those small things you get caught up on, it affects your health. It affects your wealth. It affects your relationships. And those are the things you need in the long run. So stop the stress. Also, gentlemen, I encourage you to heavily focus on gratitude. Heavily focus on what you have right now instead of what is missing. Because a lot of you guys are like, oh, I want that body, I want that dream job, I want that dream relationship, but you're missing what you actually have in front of you. Because how you get more is by being extremely grateful for what you have now. How you get more in life is by being extremely grateful for what you have now. All right, because there's a lot of you gentlemen that are thinking like, I wish I looked like him. I wish I had this health. I wish I was a little more dedicated. I wish my job was like this. I wish that work project went a little bit better. When in reality, you're just self-sabotaging. I get it. You're your own worst critic. It's a gift and a curse, but you're self-sabotaging. All right, use your experiences as lessons you can learn from and keep moving forward. All right, and I can get into more techniques to help stress out, such as meditation, actually working out, working on your body helps stress, even reading. But I just want you to know, gentlemen, I want you to be self-aware that the stress that you're in right now is actually getting you closer to heart disease. It's getting you closer to diabetes and hypertension. And it's getting closer to high cholesterol. All right. So we need to make sure we really take action on this. Stress is getting you closer to prescriptions and medications. So what I want you to do is handle your stress, work on your stress, and work on your health as well. This is not something you just do once a month. You have to do it consistently, because what if you just went to work one day a month? Probably not going to go fucking very well for you. All right. You have to do it consistently. And that's it. So, gentlemen, if you want to stay away from heart disease with these two key habits, this is exactly what you need to do. All right. First of all, it comes down to nutrition. I want you to focus on the 80-20 rule. 80% whole foods, 20% processed, to make sure you're staying on track with your diet with natural ingredients that will help you, but also you're having some flexibility with, maybe some, especially during the holidays, some alcoholic beverages if you would like, some Christmas cookies, some desserts, some fried foods. All right, fit that into the 20%, and that will help you lose weight without being restrictive on yourself. And then two is managing your stress. You have to make sure that your mind doesn't go everywhere throughout the week. You have to make sure that you are focused on your goals. You're focused on gratitude. You're focused on yourself, and your mind isn't everywhere, because if you stress, then your mind's going to be everywhere, and that's how you procrastinate. And the truth is, gentlemen, so many of you are procrastinating. The same guys that are saying, I'm going to start January 1st are the same guys that are going to procrastinate all year. So start right now, because you don't have any fucking excuse. I don't care about work hours or this or that, what you're doing for holidays. If you're sick right now, come on. Let's be honest. Let's be real. Let's be serious about this, because you've been making excuses all year. And maybe you've been making some attempts, but you're pretty inconsistent. You need extra help. So make sure we really dial this in, make sure this all makes sense, and implement. All right. And if you have a big takeaway, if you need extra help, send me a quick message, Instagram or Facebook. I'll see what I can do for you. All right. Appreciate you so much. That is it. Gentlemen, thank you for listening to the podcast, and I'll talk to you on the next one. See ya. Let's go. Let's go. Gentlemen, I appreciate you so much for tuning into Monday's beautiful podcast. This was good, right? This was helpful and maybe a slap in the face for a lot of you, right? Because a lot of you are struggling with some of these things. Hypertension, high cholesterol. All right. You're doing tasks throughout the day and you're huffing and puffing, just tying your shoes or going up and down the stairs. And you want to live 2023 the same way? Like, my heart just dropped. That scares me. That scares me for you. So take action on this. If you need extra help, send me a message. I can see what I can do for you, and we'll go from there. All right, gentlemen, have the best day of your life. Much love. I appreciate you, and see you later. Bye-bye.